Hello and happy day 13 of our kindness challenge. I'm so excited you are here and want to thank you and welcome you as we continue pressing through this challenge and we continue to press forward, breaking down barriers and shifting our mindset to help us align with what kindness truly means in our lives and in the lives of others. So we are almost near to our half mark, and today's assignment is going to be self-care. Self-care. Okay? So today we're going to talk about what is something that you would love to do, something that you would love to treat yourself with, and something that you may have been pushing back or saying to yourself, you don't have the time, you don't have the funds, you don't have the resources, whatever excuses that we have placed in the way of us doing that self-care. Let's remove it today. And we're going to replace it with the words that align to our worth, because we are worthy. We are worthy to be walking in everything that brings us joy, peace, love, kindness. So let's be kind to ourselves. Let's be kind in the 5 pillars, right? In our finances, let's be very intentional about setting funds aside and budgeting for our self care time, day, whatever it is that you choose. And let's be intentional and consistent about our self-care and making sure that we do it either daily, weekly, monthly. It depends, right? We can have different self-care things for that we do for ourselves daily, and we can do a self-care day or moment in a week, or we could also do a monthly self-care for ourselves that would require more time, more resources, more funds. So be very intentional, but I want you to be very consistent. And the assignment is for you to write that down. Write it down and make sure that you put it in your calendar. Don't just write it and forget about it. Write it down. If you are deciding to do something for today that's going to bring you joy, and bring you peace and bring and make you feel loved, then I need you to write it down, and it's something you're going to do daily. I want you to think about something that is going to bring you that self-care moment for yourself that is once a week. So pick a day, pick a time, and do it. Then I want you to think about what is one thing a month that you want to either splurge on yourself or you would like to do, um, but you just aren't consistent about it. And then months go by and you realize, I haven't done this or I haven't been able to do that. So I want you to be very intentional today in writing down what you're going to do for self-care. What is it you're going to do daily? What is it you're going to do weekly? And what is it you're going to do monthly? I will share an example for myself. One thing that I need to do for myself daily is to read and journal. That is during my morning routine. I wake up early to have enough time to be able to write, to be able to read, and my morning routine needs to be, I need to have that time. I'm very intentional about setting up myself for success daily by having that time for myself every day and waking up at 4 or 5 or 6. It really depends on the schedule of my family. But my favorite time to wake up is definitely 4 o'clock because it allows me to have more time for reading and writing. And it allows me to really be able to complete everything on my to do list prior to waking up, my family waking up for the day. I also enjoy working out in the morning. So I will do my devotional, my prayer, my writing, my journaling, and I'll have a cup of coffee, something in the morning, water. It depends, but I am very intentional about my time to with me and God, and that devotional, just having our time together and meeting God every day to be able to have Him pour into me and for me to cry out to Him and to set that tone, set the day. One thing that I like to do weekly is beauty self care, whether it's doing my nails. I like to do my nails once a week. So I will have a date set where I will do a whole manicure routine myself. And it changes by seasons. There was seasons where I would go and do my nails. So that was bi weekly or every 3 weeks. But right now I'm in a season where I enjoy doing my nails. I enjoy pampering myself and giving myself a whole manicure, doing everything. Takes about 45 minutes to an hour, and I do that once a week, every day of the week at around the same time. But I make sure that before I go to bed that day, it's been done. Um, for the monthly, that is where I have been going to be very honest. I've struggled with it. I think that depending on the season, I really have to be very intentional with what I need in that season. I just got out of a season this summer of being at home and just being on break. And it was my resting season. As I am a educator in the school systems, I have all summer from July and August, couple weeks in August, couple weeks in June. So it's about 2 months off. But every day I was just being very intentional about my pouring into myself because after the school year ended, I felt very depleted. So, right now, this is an assignment that I'm going to take very serious along with all of you to finding what I need to do monthly that's going to fill me up and allow me to pour into myself monthly. So it's got to be something big. It has to be something meaningful, but something that's going to benefit and be very intentional. One of the things that I have done in the past, and I may start doing that for this season, is watching a webinar or being intentional about what I'm reading. And when I say that, I mean, is it pouring or is it equipping me as a teacher, right? Because I love to learn, I love to grow, I love to find ways to help my students. And as I'm beginning a new role in my career, I'm going to have to continue to build my arsenal of tools and resources as I am going from being in the classroom with kindergarten to now servicing kids K to 8th and also equipping the educators that I'm working with in the classroom teachers. So I am excited about that role. And I firmly believe that if you want to be a great leader, you have got to really understand what it means to be um, a great follower. So I'm always learning, I'm always growing, I'm always shifting. So I think that that's what I'm going to be doing for this challenge for the monthly. Remember, because we really want to be intentional and consistent with how we have our self care time. Those are just some examples. But I really want you to be very intentional. I want you to think about something that is going to provide you the peace, the joy, and the satisfaction, right, for your self care. But I also want you to be intentional in regards to how is this self care that you are um, deciding on for your daily, weekly, and monthly going to challenge you and grow, allow you to grow in an area that you know you need to grow in. I really want us to start pushing ourselves beyond that comfort zone. I want us to be very comfortable being comfortable in an uncomfortable or new environment, if that makes sense. I want you to understand that for us, it's like looking at our self care as a way to pour into us because we are walking into a metamorphosis season. So, as we are being kinder to ourselves, we are acknowledging what our challenges are, but being intentional and proactive so we do not revert back to the old ways of handling challenges. We are not going to revert back to the old ways of lashing out on people, right? We're not going to revert back to the ways of not showing up for people, hiding and avoiding situations or avoiding people because of the situation, the circumstances or the challenges. So be intentional that with the self-care that you decide to do for yourself daily, weekly, and monthly. All right. I hope this has been very helpful. And I pray that as you are deciding, you are really allowing God to lead you in your self care and having Him guide you as to what He wants you to do, because self care, He wants us to enjoy life. And He wants to equip us so when we are faced with challenges, we're always um, anchored in Him. So we don't revert back to the old ways of being unkind to ourselves when we are faced with a challenge, where we go into those that mindset of guilt, of regret, of feeling rejected, of feeling useless, right? All those feelings is what we have been working to remove and uproot from our mindsets. And we are equipping ourselves and replacing them with our true identity and providing the right tools that we need in order to walk in the true identity that we are called to walk in, which is being kind, which is walking in love, which is being joyful no matter the situation and no matter the circumstances or the emotions that may rise, right? We are anchored in choosing to remain calm, to be still. So, as we decide on these self care items, we are being intentional and consistent. All right. If you have any questions, comments, please share. If you like this video, like it. And I pray that this blesses you and begins to awaken something that has been dormant inside of us. So have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.